Again, all. We'll start our program today with Mr. Matt, which usually brings us the headlines for this week. So, what have you got new and interesting for us today, Matt?
Thank you, Rielos. Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, as every day, we have an interesting titles today. Let's see them. A Chinese Air Force fighter jet has crashed during an exhibition at an air show in China's northwestern Shaanxi province. Italian Prime Minister Silvio Berlusconi has won a key confidence vote in parliament, sparked by questions over his handling of the economy and personal scandals. An apparently depressed math teacher in southern France has died after setting herself on fire in the playground of her secondary school. And now we go to the Libya, where a gun battle in the Libyan capital Tripoli between forces loyal to the transitional government and gunmen they say support support fugitive ex-leader called Muammar Gaddafi has now ended. These are the news from for today. Rielos.
Thank you very much, Matt. It was really interesting as always. Thank you again. And now I would like to give the opportunity to Cheryl to give us her opinion about the headlines, about the news from the world. Hi, Cheryl.
Hi, Realize. Nice to meet you.
Nice to see you too. What do you think
Yeah,
about the headlines today? What do you think about the plane crash first?
first of all, I'm very concerned that there are a lot of, new problems around the country. I just hope that uh, there's not many people with could damaged or injured by the crash, and actually it could be prevented before if they were more prepared. And so, in that sense, I'm very sad to hear that news.
Well, it's really sad indeed. What can I say? I would rather skip over this subject and tell us about your opinion regarding the Gaddafi regime and the war in Libya.
It's a very complex issue, and and um, but at the same time, it's nice to see that the things are getting, less and less serious, and um, yeah, I just hope that everything will be alright anytime soon.
Okay, thank you very much for your intervention today, Cheryl.
Yep. Okay.
Hope I'll see you soon with some more opinions. And now I would like to present yourself our guest today, which is Mobin, is a special guest and is here for an interview. I'm not sure yet what kind of interview it would be, but I think I'd like to, well, first, for the beginning, hi Mobin, and welcome.
Hello, Lena. Hi there.
Okay, can you please tell us a little bit about yourself? Who are you? Where are you coming from? What are you looking for here in English City? All this kind of information would be really interesting to hear from you.
Okay. There were a lot of questions. Well, my name is Mubin Maz. I am originally from Afghanistan, but I live in Germany for more than 15 years. And some day ago, I joined to the English City and enjoy the time here very much with other people, sharing my experience and talking about everything. Yeah, Liam.
Well, that sounds really interesting even for me, since I think it's the first time we've met. Really interesting to hear that you're from Afghanistan originally. Can you tell us a bit more about the reason that you left your native country, your own country, and you moved to Germany?
Well, yeah, it's a long story, but I try to make it a bit short, you know. So, I was sent by the government of Afghanistan 20 or 15 years ago to the Germany to study there, you know. Then I went to Germany, I started there, and I stayed there because the situation was getting worse in Afghanistan, so I couldn't go back, and I stayed in Germany, and now I'm working somewhere here in Germany, and wow, that's the current situation of my life.
Okay, briefly indeed, but really interesting. Well, what can I say? This happens this day, you know, these days to, well, with all this economic situation, which is really difficult more and more. Um, Unfortunately, we are forced to leave our countries. Um, what would you expect from here, from English City? Why are you exactly here? And I don't know.
Well, yeah, well, as I said, one of my top purposes, of course, learning English and to improve my English, because I'm going to work in UK maybe in next year or the year after next, and that's a good opportunity to improve my English before I go to United Kingdom. Well, as you said something about this economic crisis, to be honest, I don't know if it is very so serious as they try to tell us in the news. Yeah, you know, at least in Germany, I don't notice any trouble yet.
Yeah, this is also true. When I said economic, I was referring to political in general. You know, the situation in the world is not really calm, and that's why probably sometimes we,
Well,
as
I
I
have
said,
my impression is that the problem is not much so big as they try to tell us. This is it's in general a psychological problem. The people fear anything and everything, and of course, you know that this economic, the based on some speculation or something like that, and you can make a lot profit with such a mood, you know.
well, that's a really interesting point. Yes, I totally agree, and it's actually what I thought myself about all these problems, imaginary problems, let's call them like that. Right. Well, with all this, I think I'm finished. It good. It was a really pleasure for me to hear about you, Mobin. Uh,
Thank you for the invitation.
right. Thank you very, very
Thank
much
you
for
very
being
much.
here today.
Thank you very much.